What is going on, football fans? We have some Madden 15 player franchise action coming at you today with Buster Ingles III, of course, with the Denver Broncos. And look at those spiffy uniforms. Absolutely beautiful. Facing off against the Minnesota Vikings. This is week 2 of our season. I figure I might skip every third game, might just sim that or play it and not show you guys, just so we can get the season moving along quicker. Maybe until we start getting a bad record, I can just sim, you know. Second play from scrimmage, actually, yeah, second play, PEYTON finds Demaryius Thomas. So I like when my teammates do stuff when I'm not on the field. It's always good, because I saw a comment on my last video saying, holy dude, so many carries, eh? Just kidding, I don't think the guy was speaking in that tone, but yeah, it was a lot of carries. And look at PEYTON. Really, dude? Really? You're gonna throw an interception? Yeah, he throws an INT. No big deal, right? Only one INT. It happens to everybody. But yeah, I try not to carry the ball too much, but it has to be done sometimes when you're the best player on the team. So there it is. My first real nice carry, busting ahead for like 12 yards, and then they sit me out for a play. I hit them to next turn, and all of a sudden we're up 7-3. So speaking of when BI3 is not on the field, I don't know what happened there, but we're up 7-3. I like it, and we're getting the ball back here on this punt, and my return game has been slightly better in year 2. It really has. And I'm not sure if this is a good return, actually. Must be, because I included it, right? Spin move, nothing too special. But yeah, up 7-3. That was really surprising to me, and wow, that was a loud vehicle outside my house. But a beautiful move there. I love this run, so I had to go into replay mode, and you'll see why I loved it right here. Look at that juke move. That was absolutely dirty. Oh, I just show him the ball after too, like it ain't nothing. And that car is not going away. Hopefully you guys can't hear that. That's really embarrassing. But anyways, this play, what was that? Inside zone, halfback base. That play we love to run, and it takes 3 guys. 3 purple people eaters to bring down Buster Ingles III. They don't really deserve that nickname at this point. They're not that great, but I had a pretty good duel with Adrian Peterson going on. You'll see the stats at the end. He put up some decent yardage, but you know Buster Ingles III always does. And look at me getting to the outside. End of the first quarter, we're in the red zone. What's that? To like the 14-yard line, something like that. So we can't screw this up now. First play of the second quarter. PEYTON's dropping back. I'm throwing some blocks out there for him, and he's got so much time. He lets it fly, and INT. Numero dos. So the second interception for PEYTON in this game. Oh my goodness. And he brings this one all the way back to the house. I actually got almost a shoestring tackle on him there. I thought that would have been interesting, but yeah, PEYTON. Pick 6 when we were in the red zone, not really what we were looking for. It just really wasn't. He is not that good on my connected franchise. I don't know why. Sometimes I get on him. Sometimes I make fun of him. I probably will in the title of this video. But guys, I know he's a legend in real life, especially in the regular season. He's just brutal in this player franchise. But speaking of brutal, that return wasn't. Interesting segue there, but yeah, really nice return there. Started the second quarter. That was a really eventful first quarter, 10-7. But we're trying to get on the board, tie it up, get ahead, something like that. I don't know. I'm over the middle, getting a reception. I had a lot of receptions this game. I probably won't show them. And the reason I often have a lot of receptions is I call some screenplays, and the reason I get a lot of receptions and don't show them is what I'm trying to say. It's because I get a lot of receptions for like 1 yard, no yards, 0 yards. So my average yards per reception isn't good, but the total receptions is really good. And I just said the word reception like 20 times in a minute in 10 seconds. So for what it's worth, that was pretty awesome. But oh my goodness. I don't know. I don't even know. But we're marching again down to the 23. PEYTON hits me over the middle. That's a nice reception. Down to about the 5-yard line. I was hoping I could break that tackle, but I couldn't. So no receiving touchdown there. Trying to plunge it in right here and falling forward to the 1-yard line. They spot that ball at the 1-yard line. Looked like I was down way before that, but who cares? It's not going to matter anyways from the 1 or from the 2. It's an INT for Buster Ingles III. So that's how we like to do. I do that praying celebration again. So I thought it was new, and we're seeing it again, so whatever works. But we got 1:20 left in the second quarter, down 17-14. So the Vikings scored another touchdown on us. So I'm trying to march us down. 4th and 5, we're going for it because I just knew I'd get open on that play, and I actually broke a tackle. Great gain. But just trying to get down at least to field goal position, tie it up before half, because you know the Vikings start with the ball second half. So I'm getting a big run here. Look at that. I shrug off a tackler and pointing out for the blockers. That was sweet. That was a really nice run. Just keeping the feet moving, you know? The Vikings can't handle you, boy. Well, nobody really can. So 44 seconds left from the 15. Peyton dropping back to throw. Bro. Dropping back to throw, bro. He throws an INT. Like I said, all I needed was a field goal there to be happy. And we got into such good position. Buster Ingles III carried the team into field goal position. We could have scored a touchdown, but no. Peyton throws the INT. Not too big of a deal, though. They ended up getting a field goal on their first possession of the second half. 2nd and 18, a big reception there. So that's where I get yards from. Usually 15, 20-yard receptions and then 3 or 4 1-yarders. But that's all right. Getting the ball back on the carry here. Heading to the outside. Using that back juke like a boss. Gets you an extra 2 or 3 yards. It is worth it. And that agility, juke move, stiff arm, all that I'm upgrading is really paying off. Here on the screenplay, if I would have gotten around that man, could have been to the end zone, but I didn't. 4th and 3, though. We can't afford any more empty possessions. They're not stacking up on the D-line. That's a mistake, and that is a huge touchdown run. Did you see me absolutely obliterate their free safety? Well, you're going to see it, because I'm showing about 3 replays here. Again, I love this run. This run was just awesome. So here it is, first-person camera angle. Yeah, shouts to Jay Canada for the great editing skills. But, oh my goodness. But just obliterating that dude. He was white. What can you expect, you know? That's not racist because I am white. But look at him. Look at him. Oh my goodness. He's on the ground, just getting stomped on by his teammates. Oh, adding insult to injury. Adding injury to insult, I guess you'll say. Look at him just getting up. Just hopeless. So BI3 taking numbers and obliterating them, really. Getting the TD. I was going to say INT, but no, getting the TD despite Peyton's 3 interceptions in the first half. We are up by 1, 21-20. There you can see a quick snippet of the AP BI3 matchup. And look at us down here in the red zone. They called halfback screen. I was pumped. Halfback screen. No, wide receiver screen. I was pumped because I was that option. But Peyton ended up getting sacked. But on the very next play, he drops back. I was holding my breath here, and it's a touchdown. I was holding my breath because you know that's the spot Peyton would throw an interception, and it would probably be a pick 6. But somehow he didn't even look at BI3. He looked the other way, found Demarius Thomas, our lone 90-plus wide receiver, and he marches into the end zone to give us an 8-point lead. And the reason, going back like 3 plays, I was excited for that wide receiver screen is because I can't call that play by myself with me lining up as the wide receiver. Maybe I can. I don't know. I've tried a bunch of different plays. That exact one, and it never seems to work out. Going forward on 4th, because we need to solidify this win. And, yeah, we get ahead. We get ahead a yard, so forcing Minnesota to start using their timeouts. But, yeah, so I was excited when I saw that screenplay. I always am, but, you know, Peyton gets sacked half the time. And, again, this is part of the reason I rack up the carries, man. Last minute of the play, or last minute of the game, rather, when we're trying to seal the deal, you know where the ball's got to be. So, that is the reason I'm sticking to it. And we forced the Vikings out of timeouts, ran it a couple more times, got to 4th down, and ran out the clock. So a pretty tight victory, 28-26. But I felt like we were in control the whole time, despite Peyton Manning throwing 3 INTs. I'm not even going to say it's classic Peyton Manning, because regular season, he's supposed to be money. He wasn't. BI3 was. I'll leave you guys with the stats, and I'll see you next time.